Hey guys, we're gonna pay $5 per video for thousands of videos now. They're just gonna unfold as we go forward. So most of you guys, by the time you get good at this, they're short videos. They're like 3 minutes each. So if you want to get into this routine and memorize the script and just start cramming out the videos, as long as you do a pretty good job and we approve of each video, then there you go. You're gonna make $5 per video. When you get good at this, you should be able to do about 5-6 per hour. So you should be able to make $25 to $30 an hour just making a nice video. You don't have to pitch hard. All you have to do is show a graph to a company. That's the whole point. So it's so easy to really find something good to say and pick a company that's got something that you can say. And you're like, okay, I see how I'm going to pitch that. So, if you were to click in there and you were to show them what's going on, you can actually show them live in this system on your video while you're recording the video, okay? So you'll be able to actually walk them through a point like this, walk them through keyword rank improvements that we've been doing for them over the course of time, right? To show them we can do it for them and to point out that we're doing it for backlinks they need. And so all of these links are ours for all of these keywords pointing at their pages, and they can see that this is something they were not doing before, but it coordinates. See how the backlink chart is shooting up in the air? Well, that's why the keywords are increasing in rank, and that's why the overall graph is shooting up in the air. And imagine, so if you want to learn more, right? Click the link below if you're on YouTube, else click anywhere off the video to get on the page and see what we have for you. How's that tie in? Let me show you. This is awesome. So for those of you who don't know, this is websitemarketingsolutions.com front end. Now, when people land, we're hoping they kind of walk through the steps, right? And then when they do, hopefully they see whatever the video is. So for instance, this would be the general purpose video if it wasn't for a particular company, right? But let me point this out. Say you do the video and you want to send it to a very particular client. What are the options you have now? Well, let's check it out. First of all, you can have a sales ID equals, and that's going to be you. Let's say 27. I'm just going to say it, right? So now if somebody comes to this link, right, and they go buying anything from here at all, if they go ahead and subscribe, you're going to earn, right? Residually. That's nice, isn't it? Now, how can we get even closer to the punch? We said, what if you wanted to show them a different video? What if this is not the video that you wanted to show them after all? What if you want to show them something else? Okay, well, just as an example, I'm going into my YouTube channel. Let's say you were picking one of my other videos from here that you thought was a really good one to show. Maybe this one. And no, it's not really a good one to show, but I want to show you how this works. So I'm going to pause this. Now, most of you know how this goes. YouTube.com/watch ? Watch what? Video equals. So watch what? Video equals. And then you got the code for the video. The code for the video runs until either the end or you see an ampersand. So once you see an ampersand, that's no longer video code. That means an attribute like and something else, like time equals 1700 seconds in. Start at like 170 seconds in. I don't know why it's got the S. And so it's like that, 2 minutes, 50 seconds, that is 170 seconds in. Well, that doesn't work on here. You want people to see starting at the beginning of the video, but forget about that. I'm just telling you. So once you're here and you're seeing the video code itself, right? Here's how that works. This is the code, so we can copy it. By the way, you should be able to double click on code and get it all, but just double check. Now, if you come back, so not only do we have a sales ID equals something, that's you, you can put in ampersand and. So sales ID equals you and video ID equals whatever the video is you want somebody to see. Let me show you what that looks like. Same website, right? Except if they scroll and hit the link for the video, it's the other video now, isn't it? Now, mine started all the way in here only because that's where I left off watching it last. YouTube knows that, so it's just starting it for me there. Anybody else who lands on this for the first time, it'll start at the beginning normally. Okay, so far so good. You understand what's happening here, right? Now what? Now the fire. So the next thing that you can consider when you're sending these out, I'm going to show you 2 more attributes because they're pretty cool. Okay, so the next thing to consider when you're sending these out, and these are all optional. Know that, right? Like sales ID equals you, that's optional. Of course, you want it always, right? Video, putting a video in here and video equals whatever it is, that's optional, but it's there. So use it strategically. What else? You can do prospect ID. So, and prospect ID equals, and this way you can keep track, right? So inside our system, we auto-populate a prospect ID based on whatever the company ID is in our system. So maybe that company ID was like 48 or something, or, 207, whatever it is. But if you're doing this on your own and you're like creating a lot of these links for a lot of other people, then you can use whatever you want, ABC123, just your own mechanism for keeping track of each link going to each guy. That way, if somebody comes and signs up, but totally with a different website than you thought, then there would be no way for you to know that that was Tom, right? If you sent this off and Tom was working at Acme Inc. and he got it and Tom thought, that's awesome. But Acme Inc. is a multi-million-dollar company with a huge marketing team of their own. They don't want this. But me, Tom, I want this for tomsbiz.org, whatever, So Tom has got Tom's website, and he decides when he comes back through this link to sign up for Tom. So how would you know that Tom had anything to do with who you sent this to? Now, that may not seem important, but it could be. Like, maybe you don't want to keep hammering on that company anymore. You want to quit making individual videos for that company. Once you realize Tom saw it, well, hey, he saw it. So there's no point in you to continue with that because Tom came. Tom did something, right? So, okay, he already knows what's going on. So that way you can save your time creating videos for the same company if you're going to do follow-ups or something like that because you're just trying to lock them in. Now, having said that, here's something else that we have that's really cool. And don't forget, this bit about the prospect ID is optional. But I want to show you one more. This is really, really cool. And info equals, well, let's say info equals 0, okay? That means 0, it means off. It means nothing's happening there. So you could have it, and it's no different than if you didn't have it, because it just means nothing's happening. But guess what happens if info equals 1? It brought up your choice of video. Whether it's for that particular prospect or not, this does not have to be there. But there's your sales ID, so you can get credit when somebody buys in. And video equals whatever it is. And info equals 1, which means that when somebody clicks that link, it brings up this video first. They can start playing it. Okay? That you are locking in. Again, this is not the video we really want to show them, but say you were doing a video specifically for them. And this would be the screenshot from it. So this would be like a picture of their website in the background. You here with your headset on or without a headset, just you're using a desktop mic. And this is clearly about them and you were talking about them and it's like a 3-minute video. See the power in that? So the moment they click the link, they don't have to find the video. They don't have to wonder if they're ever going to see a video. You don't have to try to explain that the video was here, but a different video than this. You don't need to worry about it. All you have to do to make sure that they understand what's going on is start them there. Info equals 1. Now, cool. Say they're done with the video. What do they do to get on the website? Well, you told them in the video, click anywhere off the video to get on the website. Or let's say they did do something like this and they happen to click this link here. Again, this is your video on your YouTube channel or a channel you set up for these videos, right? Again, I'm explaining how this works for you. So, what's that mean? You would tell them if you're on YouTube, just scroll down and hit the link in the description, and that's where you're going to have exactly the same link, but without info equals 0. Maybe you'll just, or info equals 1. You might just make it info equals 0. Okay, and you're going to put that down here in the description, right? So that if they happen to be on YouTube and they see the video, you know, like they happen to click that link in the video and it brought them to YouTube and they watched it there, they're not going to get lost. You know, they can hit that link down here, or they'll already know how to come back. They'll already click off, whatever, right? There you go. Either way. So if they click on this link down here, that would be the same as arriving right here, and they already saw the video. So they already got the point, okay? So there you go. So even if they watch the video again, they're going to recognize it right away, and they're going to be like, oh yeah, that's right, this is a video the guy did for me, okay. And they'll just come off of it and continue, right? Makes sense? Totally cool, isn't it? Because now think about this, right? We're going to be sending all these companies, all these videos specific for them. And these videos are going to show what we've done for them so far for free. What they would normally have paid for a couple of months, 3 months of work to get this much out of the way before we continue with them even further, right? If they are ready and raring to go. By the way, does the video really have to be for them? Not necessarily. What about you guys who realize that, like, say the guy just doesn't answer? Then what? Then take the same graph and look up his competitors. All the other guys in that industry, in that city, you could say, hey, this is what we did for a guy in your area, and we like to do it for you, right? And there you go. You know, we can do it for you too. Anything you want to say. So you can get anyone here. You could take a video for an industry, forget the geo-targeting, make your video for that industry, right? And just straight send it to everyone in that industry. Anyone who clicks the link, right? It's going to open up that video you did and saying, look, we are experts in your industry. Here's an example of one company in that industry, you know, like a public adjuster. Here's an example of another public adjuster, or painter, or handyman, or hairstylist, or chiropractor. Just keep going, right? Make whatever points you want to make, you know? So there you go. You do videos for companies, though, specific to the company, and we're going to pay you for the videos to the company, and you can stick them up in the links like this. So what happens when some of those companies decide to sign up? There you go. You make your sales commission and your recurrings. So here's the biggest thing about it. If you make the video, we'll multi-contact the companies for you. You claim the company, make the video, turn it in. We know you did that. And then we will email the company, text the company, reach out to the company on LinkedIn. We'll do this routine our way to keep multi-point contacting them until they either say, cut it out, or they say, you know what, I've come to the website, but can't use it yet, maybe later. Or they say, you know what, I'm going to start right now. And they're picking up a subscription, right? So you are getting paid anyway. You get paid to make the video. So if all you do was make like 5 or 6 videos an hour, you're making like $25 to $30 an hour for making videos, right? You can make a bunch right in a row, and then you can set them all to render overnight if you need to render, like from PC to MP4 format if you need to render. You can just have it run at night while you sleep and then just turn them in the morning, you know, something like that. It's up to you. So there you go. The point is we're going to start paying you for videos. All right. This is cool. You guys who start making videos, we're going to start contacting the companies and doing our best to get the company's attention with your videos. Okay. You just make them like on YouTube and make them as unlisted videos, right? So just instead of a public video, of course, where is it that we do that? I think it's under edit, right? Visibility, you just set it to unlisted, right? And then that way, the only people who can see it, like I would normally set unlisted and hit done, right? Then the only people who can see it are the people you send it to. No one else sees it on YouTube at all, okay? So it is a private video just for the company, all right? So those of you who are looking for a $25 an hour job or a $30 an hour job, and you can get good at understanding the graphs and so on, go for it. If you don't know anything about the graphs, sign up to sales and watch the sales training videos right here. Okay, it's like, I think 2 hours, 45 minutes total, but it walks through all these things that you can do. And if you just go through this stuff, you'll totally understand multiple ways to make these valuable for you. Make this material valuable for you. Okay? And so then, if you're doing videos for us, we'll start paying you for them. Okay? All right.